everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 easy crock-pot meals. 2 of them are family favorites, so I make them on a regular basis, and the other one I don't make as often. I typically just make it on the cool winter and fall days. If you do enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. If you do enjoy this type of content and my channel, I'd love for you to consider subscribing. So today's video is in collaboration with my friend Katie here on YouTube. She's also cooking 3 crock-pot recipes, so I'll let her introduce herself to you.
Hi, my name is Katie and my channel is Life with the Lovedays, and I do a lot of different types of videos. I like to do motherhood videos. We also love to do family vlogs. We like to go on lots of adventures. I like to do a little bit of cooking, a little bit of cleaning, just like realistic day in the life stuff. I have been married for 8 years and I'm a mom of 3 kids under the age of 6. So our life is crazy and it's hectic and it's loud, but we always have fun together, and I'd love for you to come check out my channel after you're done watching Sarah's video. I also have 3 crock-pot meal ideas to share with you guys. These are really easy meals because as a busy mom, I need things that are easy and quick. And these 3 meals that I have are really easy and quick. I love to use my crock pot so I can just throw it in the morning and then it's done at dinner time. So I hope you enjoy Sarah's video, and then after you're done watching her video, please come check out my channel and I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family. Bye!
So today I'm going to be making my honey garlic meatballs in my slow cooker. This is a very common recipe that we make, so it's definitely one of the ones that we recycle quite often. I like it because it's very simple. Most of the ingredients we always have at home. Like I always have the meatballs, which are, I just buy the President's Choice Blue Menu meatballs, so nothing special. I take them out of the box to put them in the freezer because I find they take up less room, so I always have those on hand. I use garlic powder instead of garlic cloves because I always have garlic powder on hand. Soy sauce, ketchup, liquid honey, and brown sugar. These are all ingredients I always have, so that's what I love about this recipe is I don't have to really buy anything special for it. So I'm going to take you through as I put this together, and I will also include the link to the recipe in the description box below. First thing I do is I put my meatballs into the slow cooker. Next, in a small bowl, I add the ketchup, honey, soy sauce, and brown sugar, and I stir them together until they're mixed well. I then add the garlic powder and stir it some more. Next, you'll pour the mixture over the meatballs, and then you're going to put the slow cooker on low for 5 hours. Next, I want to make my rice in the rice cooker. So I did basmati rice. So I did 1 cup of rice and 1.5 cups of water. And my rice cooker takes about 30 to 40 minutes. I'm not really actually sure because there's no timer on it. Next, I'm going to steam some broccoli and carrots in my steamer on the stove. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to peel the carrots. I'm going to cut them with a wrinkly cutter. I grew up with a wrinkly cutter as a kid, so I've now continued to cut my carrots with the wrinkly cutter. It just kind of makes them like cool and fun, and the kids seem to enjoy it. And then I just add some broccoli on top of the carrots. Once in a while, I like to give the meatballs a bit of a stir to make sure the sauce is covering all the meatballs. We like to have the rice with the meatballs because then we can use the sauce on our rice, but we do sometimes have mashed potatoes instead because our kids love mashed potatoes. So the next recipe I'm going to share is the easy barbecue ribs. I typically have these already portioned out and in the freezer, so I just grab how many we're going to need for the meal, but I hadn't done that yet because we just bought the ribs. So I just put in however many I need for the portion I'm making into the slow cooker, and then I'm just going to quickly cut the rest up so I can freeze them. Next, I'm going to turn the crock pot onto high and put it on for 2 hours. So I like to take the ribs in individual portions. I wrap them with parchment paper and then double wrap them with saran wrap, and then I stick them in a Ziploc bag labeled with ribs and whatever the month and the year is to put in the freezer. So after the crock pot's done for the first 2 hours, you're going to take the ribs out, drain the fat out of the pot and then put the ribs back in. To make the barbecue sauce, you need some brown sugar, ketchup, grainy mustard, apple cider vinegar, and soy sauce. In a medium bowl, you're going to mix the brown sugar, the ketchup, the grainy mustard, the soy sauce, and the apple cider vinegar together. Next, you're going to add the sauce to the ribs. I sometimes like to use a brush to brush it on to make sure that it gets spread out amongst the ribs. You'll set it on low for 4.5 hours. When I make my mashed potatoes, I always use my Instant Pot because I used to find when I used a pot on the stove, it always boil over and make a mess. So next, what I'm doing here is I'm going to peel the potatoes and cut them into small pieces and put them in the pot. Next, I add some cold water to cover the potatoes. The vent needs to be closed and then you put it on high pressure for 8 minutes. Next, I prep my veggies to steam. When the potatoes are done, I manually release the vent so that I can get the pressure reduced faster than letting it do it on its own. Once there's no more steam, I carefully open the lid and then I drain the water from the potatoes. I then add some milk, some margarine, and some garlic powder sometimes too to add that little bit extra flavor and mash the potatoes. So we had mashed potatoes with our barbecued ribs and veggies, but we do sometimes have rice instead of potatoes. Alright, so here's my ingredients for the Crock-Pot chili. So I have some salsa, some chili powder. I have 3 kinds of beans. I have white, black, and red. I have a yam, onion, sweet pepper. You can use any color. I just grabbed a red one, but I have all 3 colors in my fridge. I have 2 cans of diced tomatoes. I get the no salt added ones. Garlic powder, and I'm using some frozen chicken I have in the freezer. It's just a barbecue chicken I got from Costco in the summer, and we froze it because I inadvertently forgot to buy ground beef when I went shopping, or ground turkey, which is usually what I use. So I'm going to use chicken because I figure I'm sure it'll taste fine. So I'm going to do that. But the recipe does normally ask for ground turkey or ground beef. So I'm just being creative today because I don't feel like going back to the store and I want to get this made. First, you'll put in 2 cans of diced tomatoes. Next, you're going to cut 1 sweet pepper and peel and cut 1 medium yam and then add it to the chili. Yam is not something you typically see in a chili, but it does add some great flavor and a great texture to the chili. Next, you'll cut 1 medium onion. Next, you'll add salsa. Next, you'll rinse the 3 cans of beans with cold water. You'll add the beans, seasoning, and the meat and then stir it all together. Because my chicken was frozen, I just placed it on top to start with and I'll stir it later. You'll then set the crock pot on low for 10 hours. I then made baking powder biscuits to go with the chili. In a bowl, you're going to add flour, sugar, baking powder, margarine, and salt. You'll mix all the ingredients together, and then you're going to add the milk and stir it with a fork until the ingredients are all mixed thoroughly. Next, you're going to knead the dough 10 times and then roll it out to 3/4 inch thick. You'll then take a circle cookie cutter approximately 2 inches in diameter, or you can cut it in 2-inch squares, or use anything that's around that same size. I used just a container I had that's approximately 2 inches in diameter. You'll then bake in the oven at 450 for approximately 12 to 15 minutes until browned. And there we have the chili with biscuits, such a nice, delicious meal. I hope you're able to try some of these recipes with your family and you guys enjoy them. Let me know in the comments below if you try any of these recipes. Don't forget to go check out Katie's video. I'll include a link to her video and her channel in my description box below. And if you came over from Katie's channel, let me know in the comments below so I can say hi. I like to reply to all my comments because I just think it's amazing that you guys take the time to comment on my videos. If you do enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you do enjoy this type of content and my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. So don't forget that red subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.